Hey everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are enjoying or enjoyed as spectacular a day as I am today. It's just a gorgeous Tuesday out there. I don't think you could ask for more perfect weather. So I got a lot of work to do today, but I'm going to definitely try to get myself outside and enjoy a little bit of this sunshine and fresh air, and I would advise you to do that too. Try to do it a little bit every day. Anyhow, today I want to talk about the low-fat, raw vegan lifestyle and how I'm changing it up. Guys, I do videos every day, so if you are not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you go down there and hit that big red subscribe button, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Oh, and also go down there and go check out the store. Go find my Earth Day shirt in there. Next month is Earth Day, the 22nd of April, a very important day. I'm hoping they're going to have an event down in Pensacola again, but yeah, the Earth's pretty important, so go check that out down there in the link below, Raw Tropical Living Gear. This is just kind of a continuation of what I ate today video from yesterday. You know, I spoke about we're only one day away. Actually, right now as I'm talking, we're only one day away from the spring equinox. And I mentioned it yesterday, but for anybody that may not have seen yesterday's video, you know, having been back in the States, coming up on 2 years now, I kind of feel the seasons a little bit more. Well, definitely a lot more than I did in Costa Rica, where we didn't have a lot of seasons. I'm in the South, so we're not as drastic, you know, as some places with our pronounced seasons, but it's definitely spring here. And as spring comes, what is spring? Spring is a time of rebirth, renewal, regrowth, kind of starting over, if you will. But as I say, I'm changing it up, and I'm just offering some ideas that in ways that other people can kind of change it up and step into spring and, you know, step up their game a little bit. Is just the simplest, you know, just wherever you are, do a little bit better. Now for me, I went a little heavy this winter. I wasn't you know, I had times where I wasn't feeling great with my rib cage and that little issue I had. And on those days, I just didn't feel like doing anything with food whatsoever. So I did get a little lazier over the winter than I had been in the past. Ate more sweet potatoes this winter than I normally do. Had steamed vegetables a number of times, probably ate higher fat. But then the spring rolls around and I'm ready. I just feel it. I feel it naturally. My body's just kind of like, all right, it's about to get warmer outside. And the body just kind of wants to shake everything off and, you know, lighten up and make the adjustment to a new time of year. Now, one thing I'm going to be careful of this year is not to get too blissed out on that whole spring, summer, warm weather vibe. Because last year I overdid a little bit. I just kind of like, I wasn't real paying attention to making sure I'm eating all the time and blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of got into this thing where I was drinking a lot of watermelon juice and eating mangoes, and I'd get way deep in the day and realize, damn, dude, you haven't gotten a lot of calories in through the day. So the one thing I want to pay more attention to this spring and summer is not getting ridiculously uber skinny just because of the way I'm eating. You know, this time of year when when the watermelon comes back around, I'm getting more mango, and I'm seeing more fresh stuff. I have to think about and concentrate on getting my calories in, because I don't naturally crave or naturally have this desire to eat the amount of calories I necessarily need to every day. And that's why sometimes the more dense foods, it makes it a little bit easier, you know, like especially on a day like if I get to the end of the day and I'm like, damn, I just missed out. It was kind of easy over the winter to be like, all right, I need more. I didn't get enough calories today. Okay, I'll make 4 sweet potatoes and get those in. So going to kind of focus on both. I want to be a lot cleaner for the spring, but then again, also too, I don't want to get so clean and like, you know, end up missing a few hundred calories every day and then, you know, get to the middle of the summer and be too skinny again. So mostly all I'm going to do is like, just a little bit of spring cleaning. That's very apropos for this time of year. No big changes, no big, oh, I'm switching from this one to that one. There's never been, I don't know if you go back over the whole time I've done this channel, if there's ever been like huge changes. I've never had this whole crisis of faith where, oh, I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm going in a totally different direction. It's always just, you know, kind of tweaking, filling in holes. Okay, maybe you can do a little bit better now that the spring is here. So that's all it really looks like for me. And what will, I was trying to remember this morning, and as I was having my orange juice, I think probably it's going to be at least May before I start seeing the watermelon. I hope there won't be a period in between without juice. In other words, like I'm still getting oranges at a good price that are doable to juice. But I hope they don't disappear before the watermelon gets here. Because I'll tell you what that watermelon did, and I'll tell you what I found out last summer from it, and that's why I recommend everybody try to do that one if you can. If you can make watermelon juice as much as possible, eat it if you want to. Good God, I wish you people would get off my ass, the ones that are constantly, well, why do you drink it instead of eat it? Because I like to drink it. I like to do it like I like to do it. I like to strain it like I like to strain it. I like it cold, and I like to drink it. If you want to perform some holy rituals and eat it, or you think you're absorbing energy, do it. But that's just my little rant for a second. But yeah, a lot juicier. One thing I noticed last year, I think I was fully hydrated for about 4 or 5 months. And when you stay fully hydrated all the time, not just part of the time, not just, you know, some of the time, but when you really focus on getting your hydration in every day, it takes you to a whole nother level. And something else I enjoyed a lot last spring and summer too, I was just talking about this with somebody the other day, was like, instead of doing this whole little, you know, trying to remember throughout the day, okay, you need to drink something, do this. I've found, I had never done this before, I just hydrated in the morning. Boom. I would drink my watermelon juice. I would generally drink anywhere from 64 ounces to a gallon of watermelon juice. Normally 64 to 90 to 96, but I would drink that, and then basically what would happen is, instead of trying to hydrate throughout the day, I hydrated at one time, and then a lot of times, except for maybe a little bit of water in my smoothie. Oh, and also too, I was having the watermelon juice, and then I was usually eating a mono meal of mangoes. So I started the day off. I needed no more hydration. Once I had my watermelon juice and mangoes, I could go the rest of the day if I didn't, I mean, I'd probably take a sip of water here and there, but I could go the rest of the day without any hydration. And I'm telling you, I felt it. I was just like full of energy last summer. I walked like a madman, you know, just tons and tons of energy, even in this hot weather. A lot more salads this time of year. I've probably eaten more salads in the last 2 weeks than I've eaten over the past couple of months. You know, before that, I found a couple of new salad dressings that I like, yeah, in fact, I went out to the store already this morning and got some, and I'm gonna probably make myself a nice salad tonight. Lighter dressings. I do tend to go a little less fat. I will also do that too, and it's not anything drastic. It's not going from way up here high fat. I haven't been doing high fat, and I'm going to try to do uber low fat. I'll probably grab a couple of periods in there that I do really low fat. There's just something about going for, say, 3 weeks. That's a cleanse to me. Like I say, people can do all their, you know, spinning around, touching their nose. I'm going to restrict this, and I'm only going to drink this for a week. I can pretty much clean myself out just doing what I'm talking about. That's really, in a nutshell, that's kind of my version of a cleanse, of a detox, what you will. I've done these a number of times in Costa Rica, but just drop, you know, in no set period, no like, okay, I'm going to do this for 21 days. I'm not anal about all that kind of stuff, like doing these programs and stuff. And just, you know, a lot of times take 3 weeks, a month of eating very juicy, not adding any overt fats. And I find that just like gives me like, boom, this real kind of, that's a great cleanse for me. I don't need any all that other stuff. I don't need to restrict my food. I don't need to take a, what is it y'all folks call it, a food vacation. A lot of clean, fresh food flushing through my body, cleaning it out. So in the end, nothing drastic. I mean, it's not, I hope you didn't tune into this thinking I was about to change it up and make some sort of big, oh, we're going to do a totally different thing. I don't see that happening because that's just not the way I roll. You know, will I eat the same the rest of my life, all day, every day? Who knows? Who knows where I'll be? But I will say this, and I'll finish with this. I'm going to slide back into, for the next 6 months, it's almost going to be kind of like pretending I'm back in Costa Rica. And I'm hoping within the next 6 months, I'm going to get back down there to where you just do this. Like a lot of the stuff I talk about doing and, oh, I'm going to change and do now, it's just so interesting. I'm talking with a friend that's about to move down there, and I'm just thinking back on my Costa Rica days about how you don't try to do a raw vegan lifestyle down there. You don't work on your raw vegan lifestyle down there. It just is everywhere, fruits, vegetables, everywhere. So anyhow, tomorrow, spring equinox, time to get into a new feeling, a new mentality, and hey, do it yourself. Do it yourself. You don't have to do some sort of a drastic thing to, you know, shake it up a little bit and feel a little bit better in the spring. So, my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.